and I welcome you all to Skilling on Saturdays. Today we have with us a special guest all the way from Mexico, Mr. Chandan Sahu. Let me introduce him. He is an entrepreneur, business consultant, and an author. He is into incorporation and immigration services business since past 22 years. He has wide industry experience. He is MD and CEO of NGNT and Cuprix, senior quality and productivity consultant. He has served in 2008 and as a quality consultant with TCS in before 2008. He has authored a business excellence model for electrical sector in Mexico, Modulo de Certification Experience, UNCE, and he has served as board of directors in many Mexican companies. He has completed his MTech from Quality and Production Systems, Mexico itself. He's a Six Sigma black belt uh, owner and his founder of 6 companies in Mexico, including services of incorporation, immigration, visa, management consultancy, Indian food, electrical, energy consultancy, guest house, and car rentals. So, with a short intro, I welcome you, Chandanji.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Shivani, for giving me the opportunity to interact with you and your your people. I can see that your name is Hirani, and I can see another person, Hirani, as Shivani.
Okay. So it has interchanged actually. I just saw it now. Just rectifying. Actually, we are using same account for running the sessions. That's why.
Okay. No, one day back I was using my mom account. People are not giving me access. He told that there is some unknown person.
Yeah. So you can go ahead with the basic procedures, and then the audience can ask their questions.
Okay.
Have you
Can
prepared?
you
Yeah.
can you
Okay.
give me
Just yeah. Giving you rights. Just yeah. You can share your screen.
can you see my screen?
Yes, visible.
Okay, now we are 15.
Yeah, the audience count will keep on increasing.
Okay. Hari Krishnan ji, good morning. Just I want to ask you one question. What is your expectation from this session?
Sir,
Hari Krishnan.
sir, before listening, how
Good
we can
morning.
reply?
Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning.
I'm expecting something new thing from regarding rules and regulations. The new perspective of rules and regulations.
Okay, thank you. E Pankaj ji.
Good morning, sir. I have no idea that how immigration works. Just only the time of travel, I use the immigration section. So I want to know more about how it helps in business immigration and how to grow internationally by this methodology.
Okay. Okay, thank you. It was just a test that if we are on the sync, probably you are expecting something and I am going to deliver something. Okay. So first I'll tell you little bit about NGNT and another company Shivaniji mentioned, it is Cuprex. Okay. Actually, this service has started to give immigration and visa services. Okay. Sometime what happened, I mean, when you are in a country, you want to do your business in other country, or you want to go for a travel, or you go for business, or you want to set up their company, or you want to meet family and friends, okay, or you want to study abroad. All these cases, I mean, you have to get the visa or you need to migrate to that country to execute your activities. And most of the country, they put their own rules and regulation, okay, to give the visa. So when I was in Mexico in 2005, there was a concept called nearshore. I don't know if you are aware about this. India is known that time as offshore because most of the work was coming from US and Canada for software industry. So it was known as offshore. And there was a challenge for like attending US and Canada clients. Okay. A challenge was that as India is almost in opposite hour, like morning and night. So time frame was the issue to give the support to the Mexican and mainly US and Canada company on the same time zone. Okay. So that's why that concept of nearshore has come into the picture, where all the Latin American countries who are on the same time zone of US and Canada, almost same, like difference of 2 to 3 hours maximum, they were treated as nearshore to give service to the US and Canada. So that was an opportunity in 2005, which I can see when I was in Mexico. I was sent to Mexico through TCS. I was executing one project. And that time I saw this opportunity. And then I started this business, that how to help the company to set up their nearshore in Mexico. Why Mexico, not other Latin America country? Because it's very nearby. It's the border of US and Canada. That was the reason, I mean, people want to put the like their office or their setup in Mexico. Okay, for logistics and all these things. I mean, you can go by walking or by truck. You can go. You don't need not to get the like logistics through sea or aeroplane and all these things. And now it that from that time onward, it was going on. I mean, the number was increasing. Some of the like IT companies, they were putting their like nearshore office over there to like attend these two big markets on IT. But in COVID, there was a big shift. I mean, when COVID has happened, people couldn't travel. Okay. And there was a big logistics problem. Okay. And another factor was that when Trump was US president, he put some like rule on immigration where it was very difficult for like Indians to get US visa. Okay. So that time and then COVID come, the logistic problem come. So boom of nearshore has come into the picture because of the logistics problem, getting product from China or Asian market, India, whenever it is. So it was very challenging. Okay, so that's why even manufacturing company, they have started their nearshore in Mexico. So that's why it has come with a very big market. Like say, people who wanted to go to US, they are not getting any visa or there are challenges. It's a long queue. They used to come to Mexico to give the service to the US and Canada company on the same time zone. So that's why that nearshore has come into the picture. And another thing also, it was put like by Trump, that whatever you are sourcing, whatever you are buying, if it is not from Mexico, Canada, and US for your manufacturing, they will add 30% or 25% like extra customs duty. So that's why that was the strategy to stop China selling to US. But what they do, they started building their like Mexican entity in their entity manufacturing setup and everything in Mexico to sell it to like US, Canada, or maybe to Mexico. So that's why I mean, for in this zone, like Mexico, US, and Canada, as you put immigration laws and rules, I mean, main purpose of like putting lot of rules and all these things. I mean, each country there is a rule. Okay. But I mean, Canada, US, and Mexico, they are very strict on it because there are a lot of like illegal migrant who entered to US and Canada because of the resourcefulness what it they have. Okay. So that's why lot of like rules and regulation has put into the picture, and sometimes it's very stringent even to get the visa of Mexico. Once upon a time, it was very difficult for US and Canada. Now it has become for Mexico also because of this traffic, which is coming to set up their near shore, bringing their family, bringing their employees. Because whenever this kind of traffic is there, I mean, there will be some people who will be misusing this like need, and they wanted to go there with wrong intention. Okay. So this is the concept of like near shore. Near shore is whole Latin America who want to give service to US and Canada with same time zone. And near shore mainly, I mean, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, they are the like hotspot to give service to US and Canada. Okay, first point was today's discussion. Okay, this part I already tell that what we do, NGNT, we accompany our customers to achieve their goals. Okay, and these are our value. We put it some like acronym so that we remember. Okay, teamwork, integrity, gratitude, empathy, and responsibility. And immigration and visa, I told you what is the difference between visa and immigration. Okay. And I love this picture not because that I am in this like photo or my wife is there. I love this picture because of in Mexico there is a one festival called Foreign Community Festival. Okay, they what they do, I mean, they arrange this program for like 4 to 5 days where all the foreign countries and their like people come together and showcase their gastronomy and culture and handicrafts and everything. So thing is that it's like a world tour in 5 days. You can see what's going on in different countries. Okay. So that's why I like it. And I mean, I used to represent India around like 10 years in this. Now I retired from that just before COVID. Now other people are taking it like taking it forward. So it's a really good forum, and it's so that I mean how Mexico is encouraging that foreigners come over there, do their investment, do study, do their business, everything, and tourism and all these things. When I came to Mexico in 2005, that time, I mean, you will be hardly finding like say 100 or 200 people across the country. Okay. Even they see someone in the airport, they start thinking why they have come. Because it was a very new that Mexico, Indians are coming to Mexico to do business or do some work and everything. It was not that common that time. And nowadays, I mean, everywhere you will find this. I mean, people are coming for business, tourism, or setting up the companies, or coming for the studies. Okay, then studies part also, I mean, there are some wrong intention. I'll tell you when I'm going to the challenges, why Indian, I mean, how Indian get challenge. What are the challenges for Indian to get the visa? Okay, so visa is generally it's short term. Okay, when you want to enter into some country, okay, you need visa. Okay, or your visa can be waived depending on the country. Okay, and permanence of global citizens in any country is immigration. I mean, when you want to immigrate, I mean, you will be there for more than, generally the rule is that 180 days. If you want to stay more than 180 days in a country, you have to go through some immigration procedure. If not, visa will be sufficient. That it's short term. I mean, it is like up to 180 days. They give you, if it is business visa, you go there to do like business activity, not to earn money over there. Okay, you cannot work under a business visa. Or they are giving you for tourism, you will be going and do activities of the recreation and sightseeing and everything. Okay, So visa is generally for short term, and immigration procedures are executed for the long term. Like say with student visa, you can go to some place, and after that, I mean, you want to stay there for long term. Generally, immigration procedure is executed, but obviously it depends on country to country. On thumb rule, we can tell that for the short term visa and for the long term visa and immigration procedure. Okay. So this is more or less about immigration and visa. And as I was telling you that there are like visa waiver for different countries. Like for Indians, very few countries give visa waiver. I think with your passport only you can enter. But most of the like European countries or like say South Asian countries, they have the privilege to walk into the country with their passport only. They don't need any visa. Okay. What are the reasons? I'll tell you, I mean, in a few minutes. Okay. And then what are the rules and regulations for these three countries for getting the visa? Whoever country, it doesn't matter, it's Mexico, I mean, US or Canada, issuing visa should not be threat to the security, economy, job market of the country. That is the first criteria to see. I mean, what is your intention to come to our country? That is the first thing, I mean, one country will think. Okay. That's why visa process is very stringent. I mean, they want to do interview, they want to do your background check and everything. Okay. And countries should be benefited by the foreigners, example, like foreign direct investment, tourism. Those are the things has to happen due to your travel. If they are not getting money from your travel, they won't like encourage to travel their country. Okay, that is the like rule or purpose behind giving any visa. Okay. And I will tell you a little bit about the work visa for US and Canada and work visa for Mexico. When people want to come over here to do some work. Okay. In USA, generally they look for the people who has the experience in these four streams. It is called STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. What is the reason for this? The reason is that they want to bring lot of work culture, lot of like thought process from outside to get into their system. So that's why you will be seeing that they encourage a lot of students to come over there to do research and everything. Okay. Or they encourage to give work visa to the IT people or engineering people who are having experience. Okay. Also for the mathematician, because US people, American people are not known for good mathematics. Okay. So that's why, I mean, they want to bring like from some other country mathematician to teach their teach in their like school or something like that. Okay. And sometimes they give visa for agriculture. In Canada, it's very common. It's very cold weather and weather is extreme. People, local people, like Canadian people, they don't want to participate in agricultural activity. Okay. So although most of the activities are like has been mechanic, like robotized or something, but still there are like human intervention. So that's why they give some special visa to participate in the agricultural activity. It's the same for construction also. There are some like work where your body strength is required. So those kind of visa is also given for the work. And US right now, one tendency is that there is a scarcity of drivers. Okay, driver of the truck, driver of the car. So that's why they give visa also for the drivers. Okay, it's a very most wanted job. Recently, like one company has reached us, they want to like send nurses to USA because there is a scarcity of nurses. So when people are like one country is giving any visa to other country, okay, they need experienced people. Their work shouldn't be threat for their local people work. Okay. Generally, when they don't have sufficient skill set to do it, or they don't have sufficient manpower to do it, then only they issue visa for those purposes. Okay. And for Mexico, over and above that thing that they give work visa when there is a scarcity of that skill set. Like in Mexico, 5, 6 years back, there was no skill set available for the embedded system, which is very much used in the automotive sector, like the integration between hardware and software. So that's why they used to call, like they used to give visa for Asian country and for European country for the job, like work visa, like anything, because they needed this skill set to progress. And those skill set are available outside. Okay. But there is a rule in Mexico telling that 10% worker of your company can be foreigners. If not, their job market, their local people job will be in threat. Okay. So for each 9 Mexican, you can hire one foreigner. So those are, I mean, different rules are there for different kind of like visa. Okay. And now, I mean, rule is that like recently US put one rule. Sorry, Mexico has put one rule. If you are having like say Schengen visa of the any European country, if you have UK visa or US visa, you can enter into Mexico for business or tourism purpose. Why they have given this? Because they don't want to put effort, money to do background check, collection of the information and all these things. Because one of the stringent visa process is US, Canada and European countries. If someone has issued them the visa, let them come over here for business and tourism. Because I mean, unnecessarily they don't want to put any other procedure upon US procedure, because that is very much stringent. So someone passes over there, they can enter into Mexico. Okay. So I mean, different country put different rules. Okay. Okay. If you want to take say like residency of your country, you want to do some investment, there are some rules. Okay. You put $2 million or $5 million in next 2 years in our country, we will give you the residence permit. You can be permanent residents of our country. So those are the things, I mean, they promote so that people come and stay over there. So whom they will be promoting? When we see that, I mean, one country has a lot of money, generally the other country will facilitate them to come over their country, because they will be spending money in tourism, or they will be doing some business with that country, or they will set up any company, create employment and give taxes and everything. So they facilitate. When they see that that country is poorer than their country, what will happen? They are not going to get anything from them. That's why there is lot of like negation to the for visa for the developing countries. Okay. When they see that, okay, really, I don't need that skill set to execute some activity, but we need manpower. Like I was telling that the drivers are very it's a very very much needed in USA to drive the truck and all these things. So they need the manpower. Okay, they will get benefited from this skill set of Mexico. Generally, they look for the drivers from Mexico. So then only they will give. Okay. So I mean, there is a barrier in almost all the country when some developing country wants to enter into developed country. But when one people from developed country want to come to developing country, most of the cases you will be seeing that their visa is on arrival. They can walk through with their passport. Or one developed country is going to another developed country, they will be giving them the facility that you come. The reason is that these people from the developed country want to come to developing country. They don't want to overstay over here. If they are coming for business, they will be there for 2-3 weeks. They will complete their task and they will return back. But when it is from developing to developed country, what will happen? The opportunity, lifestyle is better, opportunity is more. People will be going and they generally want to overstay. Okay, so those are the real case scenario why day by day it's becoming difficult to get the visa for any developing country to enter into a developed country. Okay, So let's see the case of like Indian wants to enter into US or Canada. Okay. So what will happen? Many people tell that, okay, I'm going there for study. Okay. And they are going to study and they are doing some other thing. Okay. Or I want to go there for business. Okay. They enter into there and they never come out. I'm going there for tourism. They give the visa for 30 days, 50 days. After that, no trace of those persons. I mean, they didn't come out and they didn't renew their visa, nothing. They're inside. So they're inside illegally. So it is burden to the country. I mean, if something happens, they have to bear the cost of health insurance and everything. Okay. And those people, I mean, who has this kind of attitude that they are not following the rules of the country, they're breaking the rules. I mean, they are creating a cultural problem in that country itself. Okay. So that is the next point, what I was telling, why Indian face challenges to get visa. If they are from this field, just a minute, let me see. If they are from STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and they have very good experience, they won't be having any problem. Okay. Now demand is so much, they don't know, I mean, which engineer is good or which engineer is bad or something. They cannot assess. Okay. Visa officer cannot assess all these things. So that's why they come up with the lottery system. That whose luck is good, come over here. We will interview. If you pass, we will give you the visa for skilled resources. If not, I mean, we don't need you. Okay. So if from those field, if the people are from those field, yes, because they will give competitive advantage. Okay. And they are very highly skilled resource. Okay. So they are most welcome because they will be bringing more productivity, more creativity to their country. So one important information is that India can travel to 62 countries only with their passport. Okay. With their passport means they don't need to process any visa before entering into the country. On arrival, their visa can be stamped on the passport. You can see who are all these 62 countries. Most of the cases, these 62 countries, their economy is like poorer than India. So this is like a thumb rule. Who will give you the, like say, free entry when they see that, okay, they are having like a lot of good resources, they have money to invest. So allow them to come over here. And they are very like ethical people. They don't create problem in our country. When they are asked to leave the country, they will leave. All these things like they generally give. Okay. So Indian passport has a ranking of 85th. So this is one index which is given by one organization called Henley Passport Index. It depends on how many country you can visit without any visa. In the top ranking is there France, Italy, and all these things. They can visit 184 countries, 194 countries without any visa stamp. They can work in. Okay. The people know that. I mean, one person who is from Germany or from France or Italy, if they can come to a like developing country, they are not going to stay over there. If they come and stay, it was clearly declared that they want to stay over here. Their intention is stay over here, they will declare and they will stay. But when it is reverse from developing to develop, more probability is that their intention is different and they are declaring something different. I will give you one example how people are entering into US and Canada through Mexico. Okay. And Indians still have bad reputation to break the rules of a country and very poor work ethics and overstay. It's very common. People come for 3 months, they overstay. Okay. And very poor work ethics because I mean it has a tendency. Whenever Indian goes for a work to some other country, India has a tendency to work sunrise to sunset or sunset to sunrise. I mean, they can work very hard because of the challenging situation we pass through. I mean, there is a history behind it. But when you go to some other country, developed country, they work for 8 hours, 5 days a week. That's all. I mean, they close their department. But when someone is going from India, they work for more hours, so they are really putting like noise into their actual work system. Okay, so that is one of the like thing what like other country people don't like about the work culture of Indians. Okay, and what happens? I mean, when these kind of things are happening, generally local people go and tell the immigration authority that, I mean, be careful, you are giving pass to many people who are not like respecting our culture, they are creating problem in the office, those kind of things are there. Then what happens from the immigration authority of the country, they put more control for issuing the visa. Something happened, I don't know. Okay, by hook or crook, Indian found a way to get into a country in illegal or unethical way. There is a bad fame of this. That is called like we have a tendency of jugaad for anything. We find out some way out to get into that. And this I'll tell you, I mean, how people are going to US via Mexico. Okay. This I'll give you some example how people are doing that. Indians are threat to job market of the country as they are ready to work for more hours with low salaries. In the job market, like say one industrial engineer or manufacturing engineer, they are paid like say $120,000 per year. One Indian is ready to work for $80,000. So they come, they will be probably working more than those, but what will happen? Their own people will be lacking job. Okay, so that is another trait why Indians are negated sometimes the visa. Background verification for Indians is next to impossible. Because recently, like say last 10 years, we are having probably Aadhaar card to integrate everything. Everything you do, you have to put Aadhaar card. But before that, you are having PAN number, voter identity card, your ration card number, whatever it is. There were like lot of identity. So tracing something was very, very difficult. Okay. Whomever want to give visa, they want to check the background. Okay. That background verification is very, very difficult. And corruption and document falsification. It's a very common trait because there is no uniformity in any system, like say birth certificate. Okay. You see birth certificate of each state is different. Marriage certificate, naming convention, everything is different in India. So they cannot correlate. Like if you come to Mexico, I mean, you have one first name, okay, you have father's surname, mother's surname. So there is a like a taxonomy for putting the name. But in India, each state it varies. It's not like that. It doesn't have, and it has. But those kind of documents, most of the cases, if they are asking for, like say, if you want to come over here, we need your birth certificate. You know that before 1980 or something, there was most of the cases there were no birth certificate concept. So it's a requirement. So people do false certificate and give it to them. So those kind of, or some degree certificate, we don't know if that is valid or not. So there is no like way out to check that. And so on. There are like lot of these kind of things which cannot be verified, which are like cooked in different way. So that's why Indians are facing challenges to get the visa. Now the third point, what I was telling, by hook or crook, Indian found a way to get into. Like say, I get at least 2 to 3 calls in a month from, I'll name you the state of that India, Haryana, Punjab, and Gujarat. They have a big tendency to go to Canada and US. Okay, getting direct visa from India to US or Canada is very, very challenging. Okay, so what they do, they want to come to Mexico. Okay, and Mexico, there is one rule. I mean, if you marry to some Mexican, okay, within 2 years they will give you the permanent residence. In 1 more year, they will give you the citizenship. So Indian took this way to come to Mexico. Sitting there in India, they are getting married to the Indian Mexican lady. Okay, and they want to come to Mexico. After coming to Mexico, they cross the border, paying the money illegally to go enter into US and Canada. So this is a common trait. I mean, there are like lot of people who are detained in Mexico who came through in this way. Okay, or they are not given visa at all. That I don't believe that this relationship can happen. In interview itself, they will reject it. They will be asking some question. They won't be. If it is really not a real relationship, it's on paper, it could be understood. I mean, if they ask that which kind of toothpaste your partner like, they won't be in a position to tell it, which color they like, and what the parents of your spouse is doing. Okay, what is the color of the house? They won't be able to, because it's on paper. It's not a real relationship. So, I mean, these are the like bad fame Indians are having in different countries. So that's why for some of the people, I mean, who are not want to do the things illegal or unethical way, it's really affecting to the people who want to go with the good intention to do business. They want to go for study, like study visa. If you want to come over here to study, after 4 years, you can become like a permanent resident over there. You can get the job permit. You will be seeing a lot of Pakistanis is coming to Mexico to study like dental and some other science subject, which is not very common. I mean, people are having like 50 years of age, 55 years of age. They are coming to study like in dental. So this is not like believable, but they are coming. And after that, what they are doing? They are getting in a relationship with some Mexican, or they are having kid with Mexican, and they are having like say citizenship. And Mexican has a good like visa relationship with Canada and US for the work visa. They can get very easily. So they get into US and Canada through that way. Okay. So these are the thing, I mean, happens in the immigration and visa. I mean, it's very sensible area. As I told you, the first rule is that your entrance shouldn't be any threat to the security, job, and economy of the country.
Hello, Mr. Sahu, can I say something?
Yes, yes, please.
See, I have one suggestion. Like, see, we are all like see the agent, all the people in this group. I think what I'm thinking, like, I may be
Mm.
saying different, but what I'm saying is because we are all people in the group, we're all educated people, and I think the
Mm.
focus should be on as educated people. What should be our approach or the information that we should know to enter a
Okay,
country in a very logical way, I think, right? So
okay,
what I'm saying is, like, what bad people or illegal immigration, I
Mhm.
think that is out of and that is not in the scope of the decision, I think.
Okay, okay. I'll tell you why I put it into the picture, because their rejection of visa is very, very high. We got upset when we are coming from the embassy. Okay. These are the reason behind it. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
but
as you told that most of the people are educated over here. I mean, most of the people I can see that they are CA. Okay. So if your purpose is to go there for higher study, okay, like
mm,
say you want to study international business, okay, or if your intention is go there to see some business opportunity, okay, or if your intention to put up some company over there, your intention is to go there for tourism, okay, if you can prove that this is your intention in front of the visa officer, you will be given. But most of the cases, these channel are already taken, like say some, there may be a history of like say 20 CAs who wanted to go over there, they are not CA. So they start doubting this profession. So
yeah, I
these are the real case scenario. Like I'll
yeah,
tell you for the cook. Yes, they used to give lot of like visa for the cook. They come over there, they work in a restaurant in a formal way, they go. But after that, they don't come out from the country. So now Mexico has stopped giving visa for the cook. So, but if your intention is correct, they know that you are into business. I mean, they see your document. Like say you are independent consultant, you have a company. With that, you want to go for you want to see some business. You want to do some tie-up with NGNT. Okay, you want to come over here. So they will be asking your company incorporation document, your annual declaration, okay, your like degree certificate to check really you are CA or not. What is your bank statement? how is your income, everything they will see. And they will be seeing two things. One is that your background. Another is who is inviting you. NGNT is inviting you to do some like business discussion. Okay. They will be seeing the background of NGNT. Okay. If both the things seems that, okay, there is opportunity that they come over here and do the business, they will give you the visa. There is no issue. But most of the cases in most of the profession, document has been falsified, document has been so, that's why they start doubting, and many like people like you is not getting the visa because someone has misused your profession, your degree, this kind of degree to get into other country. I
Chandanji,
don't
I
know.
would, yeah, please go ahead.
Can I answer your question, Pankaj?
That was Manish ji, I hope.
Manish ji.
Yeah, so yeah, see, I appreciate your decision on that. So, like, what I was thinking is, because the audience is all professional and educated engineer, everybody, right? So what I'm mainly looking for is, like what extra information as of today one need to know. If somebody really want to work in US, US, Mexico and Canada, I think if we can focus on those areas, I think that will be more beneficial for me. I think this is my
Okay.
suggestion.
So, okay, no, it's okay, because that part, I mean, it's a big subject. I cannot cover in. So that's why I give a summary over here. Like for if you want to go for US, these are the like things they attract. It's not
So,
like that. I mean, they're not attracting CA
how
to
do
come over there.
Yeah, what I was saying is, like, see, I think as of today, everybody knows that, a lot of people who have wrong intention, they try to enter US and other countries through whatever way that, but that is not our interest area, right? That's what I'm trying to
Yes.
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manish ji, I agree with you. Actually, Chandanji, there are a lot of questions in the chat box. If you can cover them
Okay.
before moving on to next slide, that will give you clarity about what is the audience expectations.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, please go ahead. I'll just read you some of the questions.
You want to read or I'll read?
Yeah, you can also read, no problem.
No, if you read, it will be better for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I read
Okay.
my question, Sauji?
Okay. Yeah. One thing is, how many types of visas are there in Mexico, US, and Canada? And
Okay.
then, yeah,
The
go one by
okay.
one.
Okay. One is work visa. Okay. Another
Yeah.
is student visa. Okay. Another is tourist visa. And there is business visa. And in US, there are like some typical profession visa is there. Like for another visa is there, medical visa, when you want to go for medical treatment to another country. Okay. So those are the like typical criteria, like type of visa. And another visa for like Mexico is that family union visa. I mean, if your family member is working over there or staying over there, they allow to bring their spouse, kids, and parents. So
So, any other sort of visa? I have heard about diplomat visa as well.
no, that is for the people who are in
Officials.
like in yes, government official.
Okay. So, there is a question about from Mohanji. Is there any broad segments in business category for Mexico? I mean, business opportunities open for outsiders.
Yes, that is like that called nearshoring. I mean, whatever you can do from Mexico to give a service to US and Canada, that's an opportunity. I'll tell you for CA business. I mean, before COVID, okay, in Mexico, tax system is very like integrated. Okay, government knows from the beginning that how much is your income, how much is your expenditure, what you are doing, because everything like from your payroll, for your purchase, for your sales, everything, the document is generated from the income tax department. Okay. So for accounting thing, I was thinking that time, like before COVID, that I'll open a company over here where that chartered accountant will be there in Mexico. I mean, it has to be certified chartered accountant. And all the back office work, like data entry and everything, other analysis, to do it from India. Okay. And there was an opportunity in Peru also, this kind of thing, because there is a scarcity of like accountant in Peru. They also, we were in a chat, talk with them to do this project that we will use our like manpower in India to like be competitive to give accountancy service in Mexico, US, Canada. US and Canada, the market is almost full. This is a very like common business in US and Canada. But for Mexico and below all the countries in South America country, it's not that still that market is very open.
Okay. There is another question by Manish ji. Why there is such a long waiting time for US visa and green card process? Why system is so slow and time consuming?
Okay, for that is they have so much demand, okay, and they don't want to put really so much money to like say how can I tell you, to clear all the application. If they want to do it within 1 year or within 6 months, they have to put a lot of investment to process this. They don't want to do it. It's not a cost beneficial for their country.
I hope the demand is the main reason. That
Demand is the main reason, and the thing is that how much money they want to invest. Like say for US, they give a tourist or business visa for 10 years and they charge
yeah,
$185. $185.
right,
So their cost of processing this is more than $180. If those people are going once or twice in 10 years, it's not a like a business for them. It's not
right.
beneficial for them. So those kind of things are there. Whoever is giving you facilitate for visa processing for another country, they want to some get benefit out of it.
Then we have, thank you. Then we have another question from CA Pankaj Taneja. What about work visas for finance professionals? So, can you elaborate a little bit
Okay.
more about
That
it?
part I can tell you, I will connect with you 2 or 3 companies. Nowadays, like say finance people, it may be CFO, financial analyst, or say general accountant, tax consultant, all these things. Those has been given as a service. The person has been giving a service, not like that I'm giving one consultancy. Okay, like say Pankaj ji. Pankaj ji is a veteran CFO. Okay, he has like 20 years experience, 30 years experience in this. So what happens when some new company is getting set up? Okay, so they need the expertise of Pankaj ji. They will give work visa to Pankaj ji to come to Mexico and set up all the process, train the people, recruit the future CFO of the company. It will be for 1 year or something. They finish the project and they go. But it will be
Okay,
named resource. It's not a consultancy or something like that. They are giving visa to Pankaj ji. Pankaj ji come, they will give it.
okay, thank you.
So for the finance
Another,
professional, this is a good opportunity is there. I will put one, just a minute, let me put one. I put one website over there, exechq.com. You check it. They generally, gather all the like CXO for the company and they put them for a like short-term assignment to guide those company on different areas.
okay, I hope that will be helpful. And Mohan is asking, is there any age criteria for migrating to Mexico after meeting standard criteria?
No, there is no age criteria. Nowhere it is written. If you
Okay,
are coming for a business, there is age criteria is not written, but sometimes they see if someone want to come for a business, just come out from the school, has 1 or 2 years, probably visa won't be given.
so thank you. Nareen ji
Yeah.
is asking, is this discussion heading in direction of Indians entering Mexico or are we talking about US and Canada? So you can
No,
clarify.
I am talking about US and Mexico in both the cases. For US, I mean, we can get a guideline from that website I have given you. I mean, which kind of
Okay.
resource? I know that from Sri Lanka, from India, there are CFOs who are under that like company. Probably they may be right now with already they are living in US, or they may get the visa also to come over there.
He is further asking, is Mexico a developed country or a developing country? If it is a developing country, then they should be welcoming Indians.
Yes, nowadays relationship has improved. There are a lot of like bilateral work is going on. So they are facilitating Indians to set up their companies and business, and even a student exchange program. I mean, a lot of things are coming up, and they welcome it. But there is a like lot of criteria they are putting, because many people who are coming to Mexico not with a good intention. They want to jump to US or Canada. That's why they are coming to Mexico. So that part they want to filter it correctly, so that good
Okay.
intention people are coming, they are getting the visa.
Uh, uh, then Pinaki ji is asking, we must what's most important is what not to do. So you can discuss some do's and don'ts.
Okay.
And
In any visa.
one more
Okay.
question is there. Can a CA give his service from home to foreign countries?
Yes,
I hope
it is possible.
yes. Yeah.
It is
What
possible.
industry or skill is currently in demand in US and Canada where we can get visa easily?
US and Canada, I mean, it's engineering. There is a lot of scarcity of engineers.
Okay. And you can list out like certain professions
Okay.
or services that are highly
No,
in demand.
one question I missed out. I mean, there was like how to prepare for the visa or something like that you mentioned. I mean, what is the suggestion or something I mean, you
I
read
hope
out.
I missed that question.
Okay. No, you read it. I didn't answer.
Okay. It was like, what are some of the do's and don'ts?
Yes. Do's is that, I mean, you always tell the truth. Don't hide anything in front of visa officer. It is their bread and butter. So they will catch it, whatever it is. And they only want to check the intention. Okay,
Yes,
like when you,
that I agree.
yes, when you are
And
going to
once we start saying any wrong answers, until and unless we satisfy the officers, they will not permit us.
yes, and make a note that visa officers are next to God. They need not to give any answer to anyone why they are rejecting the visa. They can tell
Right.
it, but they are not answerable. Okay, and they want to check the intention, like for getting US business visa or tourist visa. Okay, they want to see that you are going on a short term, you will return back. How they want to ensure that you have a stable job over here, you have a stable business over here, you have a lot of properties over here, you have family over here, then they can think that okay, you are going for a business, you will return back. You are going for a tourism, they'll return back. If someone is telling that I want to go for a tourism in US, and that person's bank balance is 2 lakh rupees, so how much days that person will be there? If there is a like a health issue or something like that, that person will be sustainable over there. So they are not going to give the visa. So they know that
Right.
the intention is not correct. So
There is
do's
a
is that
question.
you always tell the truth. What is your intention? Whatever document you have, you produce it. Whatever you don't have, tell that you don't have. That's all. With that, if they want to give it, they will give it. Because they know, I mean, how to judge the people, I mean, how to judge their intention.
Right. So we have another question from Pankaj Ji. Can I go with the tourist visa for business purposes for short span of time? I hope this is not allowed.
Okay, there is a like I'll tell you, in US you will be seeing that visa is known as B1 B2. Okay,
Yeah, that
when
is
you
a
are
business visa itself.
yes, and like Mexico, there is tourist and business. Okay, thing is that when you are coming for business, you can do tourism. Okay, but when you are coming for tourism, in strict sense, it is not allowed to do business. Business mean, I mean, You are participating in a conference, you are doing discussion with the client related on business, you are finding out suppliers and all these things. But no one knows what you are doing over there. So it is depending on your ethics. Okay. So most of the cases when people are asking for, like say, tourist visa for US, if they see the very good background that person is having, they have a very good degree and they have business or they have a very good job, they generally give B1, B2. So you can do both, tourism and business. Okay. In tourism and business, one criteria is that you cannot perform any lucrative activity. I mean, whatever you are doing over there, you cannot charge for that.
Okay, thank you. Manish is asking, how is salary in Mexico compared to US?
Mexico salary compared to US, it will be like 70-80%. If same person who earns like $70,000 per year in Mexico, they can earn $100,000 in US.
Okay.
But cost of living is high. So when you come to the savings purpose, it's for Mexican, it's almost like same. But for Indian, yes, in the saving purpose, for Indian will be saving more money.
There is one question. Can you put some insight on to child protection law for children who just turned 21 after immigration file opens up for parents?
No, I didn't get it. Can you come again, please?
Yeah. Can you put some insight on to child protection law for children who just turned 21 after immigration file opens up for parents? I'm also not that much clear. Kruti ji, if you are there, you can ask your question and unmute yourself and ask. Question is not that much clear.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Sir, I just wanted to know, like, a file had been put up by my brother a few years back, and probably the file will open up maybe a couple of years later. It's like based on that brother-sister relationship, F4 category. And then by the time probably our child would turn 21, maybe after that. So then someone guided us, then you can file something under the child protection law. So can you put some insight into it that normally when the child turns 21, probably they can't accompany the parents, right? In US.
Okay.
So someone guided us that you can get some insight onto this and maybe you can file under that and take him along.
Okay. I didn't handle this kind of case till now.
Okay.
You put your email over there. I will study on this and I'll get back to you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay. I have also heard that till 18 years of age, a child can accompany their parents, and after that, they need independent visas.
Yeah, but
for their own purposes. Yeah. For student purpose or whatever purpose. They cannot accompany after 18 years of age with their parents.
Okay, yeah.
I hope that was the intention of asking this question.
Yeah. It'll take a couple of years still, but I just wanted to know if there's some law regarding this. Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you.
So they can travel, but they need their own purpose and their own visa. Like for independent, what is the intention of that particular child when he grows up? What is the intention to visit that country? They cannot just simply accompany their parents.
They can not migrate. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So,
thank you.
Pinaki ji is saying immigration officers are expert in asking all relevant questions to catch your intentions. Definitely 100%.
Yes. So that is the unique thing they want to see. I mean, whatever you are telling, your intention is correct. You want to store, you want to migrate there, or it is short term. They want to verify that.
Chandan ji, if you are comfortable, you can share your number. Otherwise, I'll connect to those who want.
No. I can share that. You can put my number. You can share.
Okay, I'll share in the group. Okay. Yeah, Pinaki ji is again appraising you. How is overall quality of life in Mexico compared to US?
Okay. I mean, I lived in both the country. I prefer Mexico than US. One comment I'll tell you. The reason is that, I mean, there is a very much cultural compatibility between Indian and Mexican. Food and warmth of the people. Okay. In Mexico, US, everything is business. I mean, thing is like that. I mean, you will be seeing very cold behavior from the people. They are not that much warm. I mean, they talk business, they go home, and like probably at the weekend they take beer and all these things, and that's over. Okay, that is the like common like thing. And now there is a big tendency is that people prefer Mexico than US. The reason is that, I mean, getting visa is easy. They sitting there in Mexico, they can work for US and they can earn same kind of money, and in half the cost they can have better life over here in Mexico.
Okay. Thank you. Manishi is asking another question. What are average monthly expenses for family person?
In Mexico, I can give you the figure. First thing, it depends on the city. It's like India. I mean, it's not the same living in Mumbai or Pune. Okay. But most of the cases, I mean, you can get a good house, like a two bedroom or three bedroom hall kitchen. Like in the house I live, it will be around like $500 to $600 per month. Okay. For the kids education, depending on if you are sending them with some local, like say bilingual school, because in Mexico the official language is Spanish, or you are sending them to like some international school. For international school, per month charge will be minimum $1,000, and for food for one family, $500 per month is sufficient. So it's like per month expenditure will be $2,000 for a family of like spouse and two kids.
You can proceed with your presentation. I will take up the remaining questions at last.
No, I am done with my presentation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So if there are any other questions coming from the audience, please go ahead. Yeah, Pinaki ji, go ahead. Please go ahead.
I just want to say one thing which I got from Chandan is that the whole world respects this Jugaru experience of Indians. Indians are so good at this Jugaru business that the whole world respects us. And this is the way they respect us. They make sure that we are completely clean before entering the country. So
It is true.
I really appreciate the way you put the whole thing, Chandan. That is why I didn't have a single question, because whatever questions you answer later, you have already talked about it before the start of the session, before the start of the Q&A session. You answered each and everything. It's only that we didn't listen properly. Many of us didn't listen properly for whatever reasons. But you answered each and everything that I noticed. It's just repetition of what you shared while we're answering the questions. And it's a big eye-opener for me, that how this entire economy is working and how people are looking at Indians and what the opportunity we have as Indians to set up a foot on the offshore market.
Like I'll tell you,
like getting into the near shore mode.
Yes.
I really like
near
that
shore
way
is
this
the
whole thing
near
is going
shore
to
is
develop.
the near shore is the buzzword right now for
Yeah.
doing business in North America.
Yeah. मतलब आपने शुरू में ही बोल दिया कि ऑफशोर से काम नहीं चलेगा भैया, आप नियर शोर बनो. That should be your objective, that should be your intention. And now these immigration officials, they are very I would say that they're absolutely clear that they make sure that what are your intentions are. If they get to know that your intentions is to become a near shore person, they will be very strict in identifying that what are your ultimate intentions are. And you made those things absolutely clear like water, मतलब crystal clear. Yeah, आप अपने intention के ऊपर ध्यान रखना and make sure that you are clean when you're talking to the immigration officers. Otherwise, this is how Indians are going there, and आपका कितना भी अच्छा intention हो, you may be blocked. your intentions may be like your approach or your opportunity to get into that country may be hindered because out of say 199 Indians are using all the other means to get into that country. I really appreciate you for coming up so clean on all these things. And many of us don't even know that why I am not getting a visa despite I'm having everything in place, including all the papers. Even you talked about the importance of Aadhaar card. This एक simple document is so important that, and then these birth certificates of different forms, different states, having different formats, that confuses people, and naturally people can take advantage of it. People taking advantage of it. इन लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाने का हर तरीका इंडियंस ढूंढते रहते हैं so that they can get into their country.
I
And
will tell
because,
you
and I
one
really
thing
appreciate you for coming up with all these thoughts, all these ideas that what our own culture of this Jugaru activity can hinder our way of getting into that country with all the good intentions.
And that hampers our image as Indians as well.
Yeah. मतलब हमें ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा भाई अपना इंटेंशन कितना भी अच्छा हो, there are 99 out of 100 people are using some other way to cover up something to get there, or naturally they
Right.
have to make sure that you are the actually clean person who can be an asset for that country rather than a liability.
Definitely. I agree.
like one thing I'll tell you, in India, you will find that many people are not having their surname. It's very common in Bihar. Okay. Those
Yeah.
people has to change their name. They have to put their surname if they want to go to US. Without surname, you cannot go to US.
Yeah, you already mentioned about that. I listened to it very carefully. In fact, many lady they don't have their surnames. एक ही नाम कविता. Now अब खेलो. अब समझो आप किसको क्या करोगे. And
At
it's
least
not
in
only
Mexico,
there.
they give one option that you put underscore. They will know that. But in US, you cannot proceed if you are not putting your surname.
Yeah, absolutely. और पेरेंटल जो आप कनेक्शन कह रहे हो वो नॉर्मली साउथ इंडियंस नेम्स में ही होता है पेरेंटल कनेक्शन कि they put at least if not the full name of the parent they put the first letter of the parent name somewhere in their name.
Maharashtra is also there. Father's name is there.
Maharashtra में भी है, yes.
Or husband name is there after marriage. And
हाँ.
those are big challenges because name changes. So
Yeah.
I mean, these kind of concepts are not very common to the visa officer.
Absolutely.
And what happened for Mexican to come to Mexico earlier, they used to accept affidavit because they knew that this is the concept in India. Ladies change their name after marriage and all these things. But what happened? People started misusing it. So anyone is giving stamp with stamp paper with notary public and everything. Now they put it that it has to be a new certificate which tallying with your passport and your marriage certificate. If not, they are not going to be.
इनफैक्ट मजे की बात यह कि इंडिया में क्या है ना कि वी हैव ऑल दिस 29 स्टेट्स एंड 5 यूनियन टेरिटरीज ये सब मिला के एक अलग-अलग कंट्री की तरह बिहेव करते हैं.
Yes. The language and everything.
Diversity, the immigration is difficult. The visa process makes the whole visa process difficult. I agree with you 100%, but the 110%, whatever points you have discussed, like you are actually telling all the secrets which many of us don't even know. हमें तो लगता है कि अपना स्टेट जैसा है वही सब जगह पे चल रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है. Maybe the union territories have a common format. Maybe I'm not even know that what is the process they follow in Pondicherry or in Delhi. Are they different or not? But yes, for every state there's a different way of everything. The only thing which is common among all the states currently is the Aadhaar card. That's the only thing which is absolutely common in all possible ways.
And
बाकी सारे
that is
documents में
very
there is no commonality. It's all full of some kind of diversity.
And that has a very big respect across all the countries.
Yes.
I mean,
that is the only
biometric. Yes, biometric. Like all the countries, they have their like in Mexico there is one number called CUT. I mean, when you are born over here, they give one number, unique number. Wherever you go, you have to give that number. But that is not biometric connected. So Aadhaar is almost, it's the same, it is biometric connected. That is the difference.
It is the document that proves that you are an Indian as on these parameters. कम से कम ये parameters सबके लिए common है. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for a wonderful eye-opener discussion. Like for me, it's really important. Though I don't know whether I will ever approach for going to Mexico, but at least I can tell many people that ये सब चीज के बारे में आप ध्यान रखना.
No, if intention is correct, I can ensure the visa for Mexico anytime. If intention, you can convince me. I'll prepare every document and I will prepare for
Yeah,
the.
I got that. I got that.
Now I am handling one case that one Indian boy, one Indian man married to one Mexican lady. Their visa got rejected twice. So first, what I did, I told that let's have a video call. I want to know your wife first. Then I saw that I asked for all the evidence. When they go, I check the passport stamp and everything. Then I told that, okay, I'll handle your case and I'll prepare you people for this visa interview. This is third time. And this is a genuine case. Really, they fall in love, they married, their family came and everything. They got rejected because people use this way to come to Mexico. Hemanji.
Thank
Saudi, and I have one last question.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead. Any number of questions you can ask me. I have all the time for you.
Hello. Sir. Hemant
Yes,
Pawar here.
Hemanji, go ahead.
I have visa interview on 18 March. Biometric and visa interview for USA.
Okay.
My daughter is studying there for MS.
Okay.
तो मुझे अभी उसके बैचलर सेरेमनी में जाना है नेक्स्ट ईयर 1.5 साल के बाद. तो मैंने अभी से अप्लाई किया तो मुझे इंटरव्यू का ये मिल गया, टाइम मिल गया. लेकिन मैंने कौन से पॉइंट पे फोकस करना चाहिए, जैसे थोड़ा लेट ज्वाइन हुआ मैं यहाँ पे.
No, they will ask you about your kid. I mean, what they are doing and why, and they will be asking you what you are doing in India. Like say, if you have a business or if you have a job, okay. If you are telling that you will be going there for more than 1 year or something, they won't believe in you. Why you want to destroy your career to go over there? Let them study what they are studying. So these are the intention that they want to check. Really, it's a non-immigrant visa, or you want to take this forum to go over there and become migrant?
No, because अभी मुझे उसके बैचलर सेरेमनी में जाना है, इसलिए मैं वीजा निकल रहा हूँ और कभी घूमने भी जाऊंगा. तो मेरे वीजा एडवाइजर ने मुझे वहाँ पे टूरिज्म एंड वो लिखा है.
So I hope tourism visa will be easily granted.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
So and
For
उसमें
B1, there might be certain questions, but tourist visa can be easily granted.
Okay. For US visa, I'll tell you one thing. Before you go, they decide that if they are going to give you or not on the basis of your application.
Sorry?
How much, I mean, before you go for the interview, 90% their mindset is set up that if they are going to give you visa or not. On the basis of the application you do, the time you take, because in any visa application, at least for US, you can apply for some part you fill it up, and after that you can store it. Again, you come back. How many times you are cleaning the information? All these data are captured into their system.
Okay.
Like say probably you added on degree. Okay. It is captured in their system, and after that probably you didn't find the address of that university or something. You cancelled it. Okay. You are putting one job. Okay. Then what happened? You deleted the job. Let's put only these two. Okay. First you put it that my first job was from 2005 to 2020. Then you are changing to 2001 to 2012 for the same company. All these data are stored. Whatever you are doing, playing with the keyboard, every data is stored over there. So they analyze this before you go over there.
Okay. So my advisor has paid.
Yes. Thing is that when I asked for the B1, B2 for US, I did it from Mexico. I went over there. They didn't ask me any question. So I thought that it is rejected or something. They didn't ask me any question. So they just tell that keep your passport and we'll send to your address as wherever you have put.
Yeah.
Then I
Just
told him
one.
that. Then I told him, why didn't you ask me any question? They told that from your application, it is clear that you have a business over there, okay, and you have been staying over there so much time. You are permanent resident. If you are coming to US, you will be coming for tourism or you will be coming for business. I don't have any issue. I need not to ask you anything. And
Okay.
you did some degree in US. You did some degree in Mexico. It sees that your intention is correct. If not,
Just two questions, short questions.
yes.
मेरा जो वीजा का एप्लीकेशन एडवाइजर ने भरा है, इसलिए वो करेक्ट एक वन टाइम भर दिया होगा, क्योंकि मैंने डेटा दे दिया था उसको एक्सेल में।
ये भी होता है.
अच्छा।
Whenever someone is filling the application, you should put that who has filled the application. Because
Okay.
when someone is filling the application, it's like writing on the paper. Okay. When you are writing on the paper, it's going to your brain. Okay. But when you are not writing on the paper, someone is writing on your behalf, it's not going to your brain. You give the
Okay.
information and after that you forget. Someone, what was your first job and what is your job position? Probably you put that managing director. That person has put like financial director. You don't know. So there will be a mismatch. Okay. So when
Try
you
to
are
review.
giving some, so that's why I always suggest that fill up the form. Even if someone is helping you to fill up, I mean, you take the printout of the whole application. There is a option. There is a option. So what has been filled up, you check it.
Yes. They have given
Yeah,
us
this is
the
very much required.
just one question, short question. कि they have asked that कि मेरे डॉटर का भी लेटर लगेगा कि वो क्या करती है वहाँ पे, और उसका यदि एम्प्लॉयड है तो उसने एक सेंटेंस पूछा है कि वो आपका खर्चा करेगी और आपका इंश्योरेंस का भी लायबिलिटी लेगी करके। तो अभी शी इज नॉट इन जॉब, शी इज स्टडिंग, शी इज स्टूडेंट। So what should be written in the form?
No, it has to be as it is. As it is. I mean, my parents will be staying in my house where I am staying, but my parent will be paying for the
For
insurance.
themselves.
They will be buying the. I mean, answer you have to give it correct.
Okay.
You have to put it what it is, because if not, if you go by the answer which is available in the WhatsApp or some group and internet, that is not going to. Each case is different. Okay. If someone want to prepare you for the interview, first thing is that we need to know what is the background.
उसके
Then only
हाँ, उसके जो डिग्री का प्रोग्राम रहेगा उसके लिए जा रहे हैं, ऐसे नहीं बता सकते ना अभी से?
नहीं,
Yes,
जो
you
भी
can.
आपका पर्पस है वही बताओगे, जो भी
लेकिन वो
पर्पस।
1.5 साल के बाद है, क्योंकि तो वो बोलेंगे अभी से क्यों निकाल रहे हैं आप वीजा?
नहीं, वो सब पूछेगा नहीं, क्योंकि उसको पता है जो उसका लॉन्ग क्यू है।
अच्छा।
वो
Okay.
in visa they will be asking only to verify your intention of travel, and who you shouldn't be like Pinaki ji said something very in a like accountant way. You are asset to their country or you are liabilities. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Manish ji, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, Sauji, I have one question. Like, how fast is Mexican economy growing in the recent years as compared to other like India or
After COVID, I can tell you that boom has come. Okay, still probably you won't be seeing in the numbers, in the GDP and everything, but ground work is very much going on. I can tell you, like say, 5 years back, seeing one manufacturing company in Mexico was very, very tough from India. Most of the like manufacturing was in the pharmaceutical. Okay. But nowadays in automotive, in Mexico, three like industry is very strong. One is automotive, another is aerospace, and another is plastics. Okay. So at least in the center of the country where I live, and now you will be seeing a lot of Indian companies. They are putting their manufacturing in unit in Mexico. Because if they want to sell something to US or Canada, if they are bringing from India, the custom duty will be 30% or 25% more. And you see how much is the logistics time to produce something in India. It may be a little bit cheaper, but how much is the time and uncertainty to bring that product to Mexico, Canada, or US market. So that's why they are doing the nearshoring over here, open the office. And that is really our business, helping the company to set up their entity over here and run their back office. And we do everything for their statutory compliance so that they focus on their sales and execution. They need not to think about administration, legal compliance and all these things.
And is it like for a good educated technical person, let's say a CA or a IT person, or let's say a doctor, how easy is it to find a good job in Mexico? Or like,
For CA, first thing you have to do if you want to practice, you have to validate your degree over here. Because one thing called cedula professional, it's like professional license they give you, and it is visible to all the, like, it's public information. When they put your like this license number, your every details will come. You have to register yourself under that. If not, you will be a normal accountant. Okay, you cannot sign any financials or any balance sheet. You cannot sign. And for that, if you want to come, it's not competitive. Okay, but you can come as a like CFO of a company. Like say for you, the main job opportunity will be Indian companies setting up their business over here. You come as like financial analyst, or you come as like say CFO of that company, because financial analyst is not a common position in Mexico. Only very big companies, MNCs, they are having financial analyst. Most of the cases is accountant and finance director. There is no analyst. So that is a very good market for the CAs to come over here. But obviously that has to be a multinational company or some Indian company who will be giving value to you, because the official language in Mexico is Spanish. So if you want to like work for a big local company, you have to learn Spanish. Without that, you cannot get a job.
for the local
But
language
you
is
can do.
Yeah.
Yes. Your official language is Spanish.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing, how lucrative is real estate business there, setting up a hotel or setting up, a big township, like, what DLF is doing in India, like that. Like how lucrative is that in Mexico, as per your
Yes.
knowledge?
Yes. If it is in a touristic place, yes. Okay. There are a lot of tourism. But right now, I can tell you there are some states where this industry, like automotive or aerospace, is booming. I mean, there is a lot of demand of the house also. I mean, you can invest over there.
And to get a permanent residency, let's say if I want to have a permanent resident, is there anything, a fast thing, like invest this much money in real estate and
Yes,
just take?
yes, there is.
How much is that? How much money?
I have to check the number because each year it changes. Okay. I can send you the number.
Okay. And,
How much time does it take to learn Spanish for Indian? If it is focused on only this thing, it will be 3 to 4 months. I will tell you, I mean, I found one guy who is, I am Ahmedabad pass out. I found him in that festival I was telling you, foreign community festival. So I asked him, what are you doing over here? He told that I married to one Mexican woman. I come over here. I want to settle. Okay. And I told that, what are you doing right now? He was telling that I am just learning Spanish. I told that, what happened? He told that in 2-3 interview, I mean, all are asking for Spanish only. So he focused on Spanish. In 4 months, he was conversant on Spanish. And when I came, I had to learn Spanish in 3 months, because that time no Google was there, no internet was there. And most of the even senior management of the Mexican company, they didn't speak in Spanish, English. So, I mean, I had no other way, or just I had to learn Spanish.
Yeah, I have learned Spanish, in IBM, like they give a training. So it is very, easy and like quite easy and like, like interesting, not difficult.
Okay. What is the opportunity for NLP master practitioners? Yes, it has.
So Sauji, we can connect with you through email sometime if it is okay for you. Like
Yes. Email or phone. phone, if I am not answering you the time you called, I'll get back to you. My service level time is 24 hours because of this, the time difference and all these things. Or probably I'm in a meeting or something, but I'll get back to you. So
when you come to
whenever,
India, when you come to India,
whenever,
come to Delhi. Okay.
where?
I am in Gurgaon, near to Delhi. So if you happen to visit India, or if you
I'll
wish to, yeah,
I'll visit frequently because we recently set up our entity in Delhi.
yeah,
So
okay, very good.
we are almost closing the cycle. Just a bank account is getting open, and so we will be doing a lot of business over there. I mean, our India entity will help to get the visa for Mexico entity.
Okay, okay. Where in Delhi?
Delhi, I'll tell you the name of the place.
Anyway, you can
It's phase 3, Okla phase 3 or something. That is the registered office. Okay. But our corporate office will be near to airport. There is one hotel area. I don't remember the name of the place.
Aero City.
There, I don't remember. There are a lot of
Okay.
hotels over there. I'll be taking one office in the hotel, and we'll be putting our office over there.
Great. Thank you, Chandanji, for all the insights and eye-opening
Mahipalpur,
thoughts.
Mahipalpur. Pinaki ji has told the
Okay.
name. Mahipalpur.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll take it further, and muy bien for everything. Spanish muy bien, no? Thank you.
Muy bien. Yes, you can practice my Spanish with me. Anyone who wants. And anyone who wants to really come over here for tourism business or
Definitely,
something, or if
definitely.
you have some business idea in mind, I can work with you to make it a reality.
Thank you so much for a session, and for all those kind words. Thank you so much, Sahuji.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandanji. It was
All the
really
best. All the
insightful
best
and
to
many
everybody.
eye-opening, new information you have shared with our audience. Raulji, do you wish to say something?
No, I just wanted to thank him, because a lot of eye openings I also had in last 1 hour. Many things. I am also a coach. Just wanted to ask one question, but many things have been already cleared. So let him complete this. I'll ask later on through mail.
I really want to do business with people. Let's do something. I know that, I mean, it's there is an opportunity of financial analysis and also doing the back office for accountancy of the company.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And thank you, Chandanji, for all the wonderful insights.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sharing your
Chandanji.
precious time with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Have a great Saturday, and for me, good night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good night.
nice weekend to everyone. Yeah.
Good night. Thank
Okay,
you,
bye.
everyone.